Change. The word alone can be challenging. How do we get started? Where will the change lead? Don't sit there and worry about it. Be the change. Welcome to Be the Change Radio. Host Christina Bloom has been a professional psychic and spiritual advisor for 20 years, offering psychic and mediumship readings for individuals and groups. She also teaches several classes in psychic development and metaphysics. In addition, she is an author who has published 2 books so far and is the co-owner of Moonbow Publications and Productions, LLC. Are you ready for that change now? Here is your host of Be the Change Radio, Christina Bloom.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Be the Change Radio. I am your host, Christina Bloom, and you are listening to us on WLTK-DB.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Be the Change Radio. I am your host, Christina Bloom.
Oh, we got a problem here. Hold on.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Be the Change
Radio. All right.
Oh, we got a problem here. Hold on.
Okay. There we go. I turned off Facebook. Now you won't get any more feedback. Sorry about that. Hi, Mary. Welcome. Thanks for being here. We have a special show for you tonight. We have Danny Loosemore and Terry Flick of Soul and Synergy. And they're excited because they have a new show coming on WLTK-DB later this month. And we're here to talk about that and a whole bunch of other stuff because we always have interesting conversations. I just wanted to let you know about some things that I've got going on so that you can catch up with me if you'd like to. This Friday, I will be in Stevens Point, and I will be taking in-person reading appointments, past life, whatever you need. If you're in the Stevens Point area, get a hold of me this week, and I will set something up with you. I don't have an exact place that I'm doing it, so just get a hold of me, and I'll give you the details then. And you can get a hold of me on Messenger on Facebook. So go ahead and do that, and we'll get you set up. On the 20th, I will be with Terry and Danny at their Soul and Synergy show. On their show, the debut, I will be there to help them kick it off. I will be one of their guests, so I'm pretty excited about that. And on the 21st, I will be at the Northwoods Health and Wellness Expo at the Artists and Fair Atrium in Plover, Wisconsin. That's from 10 to 4. On the 26th, I will be teaching a dragon class on Zoom. Just go ahead and message me for details on that on Facebook. And on the 28th, Soul and Synergy is having a fair. Back to Terry and Danny again. They're like the whole theme tonight. They're just awesome. At the Best Western Conference Center in Eau Claire. That's the Best Western on Mondovi Road. I will be doing a gallery reading and doing individual readings all day at the fair. And early in February, I will be doing a shared psychic gallery with Anna Mansfield, and that will be at the Gem Goddess Emporium in Plattsburgh, New York. And I will get more details on the date and time and announce it again next week. We just don't have the date and time nailed down, but we do have the event nailed down. So that's what I have coming up in the next month. And I wanted to talk to Terry and Danny tonight because I know that they have the show coming up, and I know that we have a whole bunch of interesting conversations about energy and healing and the shop that they have in Eau Claire. And so we got lots of fun stuff to talk about. So let's bring them out here. We have Danny. Hi, Danny.
Yeah, Danny.
I have Danny. Terry's on his way. I know.
Yes. That's the issue with having a store. People don't necessarily leave at closing time.
Yes. Well, and it's such a nice store. I mean, it feels so good in there. People don't want to leave. They just want to hang out because it feels.
Yeah, I heard a couple comments today about how this was their favorite store, and I went, oh my God. It's just so nice to hear those things when customers talk about that. So we want to make sure to honor that in some way. Yeah,
that's great. Well, it is such a comfortable place. I mean, it just feels good. So I know that you guys have a whole bunch of cool stuff going on. What do you want to tell us about that you can think of off the top of your head that you have going on there?
Well, I think Soul and Synergy Radio is kind of the top of our list right now.
Yeah,
We're
brand new
actively
show.
actively trying to put together a little studio in our classroom when we have that, and it's on every Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And we'll be having special guests, and then for our inaugural show, of course, we have Christina with us, as well as Chat with Charlie's Stephanie Lynn. And
Awesome.
we're working out some other guest appearances during that 2-hour time slot as we kind of approach that date. So we're going to be talking a lot about everything metaphysical. So from soup to
Love it.
nuts, and it's going to be a very interesting show. Terry and I have a good kind of way of I don't know how to say it, kind of working off of one another as we're talking, and different topics pop up, and we kind of squirrel here and there, and bring in something new, and then get back to what we were talking about. So it's a really an interesting thing that well, it's going to be interesting for people to follow. But we'll have some defined topics for each of the episodes, and kind of go from there. But
Great.
that's something very exciting for us.
Yeah, I'm excited for you too. That's going to be so much fun.
It's just adding on to our I don't know what you call it, bandwidth or offerings or whatever you want to say. We're kind of expanding our business, going from a brick and mortar store to having Reiki services, and then me doing tarot whenever anybody asks for it, and then doing all the shows, and now we have a radio show, and then we just kind of launched something new today as well for the store. So it's really quite interesting.
Wow. Yeah. And I know I'm going to be working in your store in March, and I'll be seeing you guys in January when I come up for the fair at the Best Western. So that'll be fun too. So your shows, aside from the radio show, is Metaparapro, right? That's metaphysical,
paranormal
promotions.
promotions.
That was the word I couldn't think of. Programs. No, that's not right.
Metaparapro.com. That is the division of Soul and Synergy that manages all of the events that we do across Wisconsin, Minnesota, and elsewhere if we end up there. But it's the part of us that does all of the events.
Yeah, and your events are always fun. Like you have fun people come to them. I have made some really good friends at your events because I make friends with the other practitioners and the other readers and the other healers, and just a lot of fun people that go to those.
And it's really interesting how that all kind of comes together, because we'll get all these lists of people wanting to be in, and then some people leave at the last couple days, and then we pop in a wait list person, and then you find out, oh my God, this fair has just the right combination of people. So it all really kind of works itself out in the end, and we end up having a great fair for that location with those vendors. So
yeah, I know there are some that I haven't gone to that I've had to pop out of or whatever, and I'm sure that whoever stepped into my place was probably a better fit for driving wherever it was, usually Minnesota.
Yeah. Right.
Oh.
Yeah, it happens, but it all happens with divine timing. So we just have to trust the process.
Absolutely, and that's really the whole thing, isn't it? Divine timing on everything.
Oh, totally.
It just all comes together. Yeah.
I mean, not just in business.
I remember when I met you guys, and Go ahead.
I was going to say not just in business, but
what were you saying?
In personal life too. It's just all divine timing.
Oh, we're having some. Yeah. Sorry, we're having some internet issues. I don't know what the deal is, but it keeps jumping off and on and off as my internet is going down. But I do have my hotspot on, so it should be okay. I remember when I met you guys, it seems like just a couple of years ago, but it's been longer than that because we have the 2 years that we're missing.
Yeah,
it's been like 5 years or something.
Yeah, it's been like 5 years or something by now. It's when you're having fun, time flies, I guess. But
yeah,
it's been quite the journey since we met you and met some other people, and and we were just strangers wandering in a wellness fair, and then all of a sudden, Terry gets this inspiration to become a Reiki healer, and it was all downhill from there, I guess. But that's where we
Yeah,
ended up today.
which is awesome. Hi, Nikki. Welcome. Nikki just popped into the chat. If you look on the right side of your screen, you can see the chat.
Oh,
Okay,
hi,
Mike
Nikki.
said it looks good there. So, yeah, we have Nikki and Mary who have popped in on the chat. Nikki is actually going to be my co-host on January 30th, which she does occasionally, jumps in and does that. I was just going to ask you something, and now I don't remember what it was. It's poof, gone. I don't know where it went. It was something about, I don't know if it was the fairs. Oh, the shop. I wanted to talk to you about your store because you guys do a lot of stuff.
Yes, we do a ton of classes in addition to all the items we have for sale.
Yeah.
Like tonight, we had a magical herbs class with some with a whole room full of people that was done by one of our consignment vendors. And then we have classes. I have classes and labs, actually. We just started something called the Divination Lab, where people who just leave all their stuff on their shelves, their tarot cards, their pendulums, and all that, it's just collecting dust. We're having a monthly event where they can come in with the things that they like the most and practice. Because a lot of times these things sit on your shelves when you don't have time for them. But we allotted 2 hours a month, calling it the Divination Lab, so people can come in and practice their all the stuff that they spent all that money on, and work together with the other participants in the Divination Lab. And then on the Thursday, or the second Thursday of the month, we're having what's called Tarot Share. And I think people are familiar with what Reiki Share is. It's where all the Reiki energy healers come together and they heal each other. Well, in this instance, I created what's called Tarot Share, where tarot readers can come in and work in groups and do group readings. So, for example, if you have a table of 5 people, 4 people are reading for the one that's at the table. And one person will lay down a card and do their portion of that card reading. The second person will lay down a card. And it's just this laying down of cards in that successive order and playing off of each other's decks and each other's cards and giving a message to the person that's getting the reading. And it's a way to use your collective energies to play off of each other's information and each other's cards for the benefit of the person getting read. And then when that's done, they just rotate to the next person, and then they get the reading again from those 4 individuals. So we have room for 12 people in that class for every session, and it should be very interesting to see how that goes, because not everyone uses the same deck. So you're going to have people who are looking at the cards and divining from the picture versus the author's representation of what the card is, and it's going to be a great challenge. We're going to have different ways of doing it at every session throughout the year, so that they all get a new way of running a group tarot reading for the year. It should be fun. And we do have a coffee bar and a snack bar available. We have an espresso machine and all the goodies that go along with it. And we have one of our workers, his name is Craig, and I call him Fred, but his name is Craig. And he used to work for Starbucks. So he's going to be using his knowledge of being a barista to serve complimentary coffee and snacks to the people in both the Tarot Share and the Divination Lab. So it should be rather interesting. So that's once a month for both of those things.
Awesome. Nikki has a question about the Divination Lab. Does it draw mostly beginners, or do diviners of all levels attend?
From beginners to all levels. It's for everybody. And we also have a kind of show and tell of all the different types of divination tools we can get our hands on. So, for example, on our example table will be a black scrying mirror or I Ching cards and coins. There'll be a black scrying globe that people can test out. Everything that they can test out, and if they like the item that they're playing around with, we can sell it to them from the store after the course. So we have all these things available
Nice.
to whomever wants them, I guess.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And I know you have other people come in too, right? So you have other healers and psychics and stuff come in and do readings and that sort of thing at different times too.
Yes, we have market weekends where we have a little mini vendor, little mini show in the classroom where we have various vendors come in, and psychics and mediums come in and provide services as well. And then we also have events for mediumship and whatnot that occur in the evenings for people who want to join and take part in those events, and classes on anything from astrology to numerology and all of those ologies. We have guest presenters come in and do the classes. So it's really a wide range of available, I guess you'd call them, I don't know, disciplines that are coming in to teach their knowledge. I'm not hearing you, Christina.
Oh, let me try this. I'm one of those people that gets to come in. So I'm excited about doing that at your store because you have such a nice place in the back there. Where your classroom is really nice. Mike was wondering if I froze. Can you hear me?
I can just hear you now. You just started up again.
Okay. Yeah, and my internet just came back again. Let's see. Nikki said I was late. Danny and Terry, are you psychic?
Well, I guess you could call it that. I mean, we in doing tarot card readings, you have to have some level of psychic ability or being able to channel spirit to give messages to others, and Terry as well when he does his Reiki energy healing and he's channeling messages for his clients. So I guess in a way you could call us psychic, yes.
I was going to say yes, but I wanted you to answer. Yes, they're both psychic. They're both way more psychic than they give themselves credit for. So, and I know Danny is an incredibly accurate tarot card reader. I've had readings from him and he's very accurate. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
So,
and I think
I
we
was
have
saying now
a
I can't
guest
hear you.
arriving.
Oh, there's Terry.
Hi, guys. Whew.
Hi, Terry.
Hello.
Finally get everybody out of the store?
I think we got everybody out of the store. It was kind of crazy. They kept talking and wanting more stuff and readings, and I'm like, nope, cut it off. We got to go.
Well, Nikki says hi, Terry.
Hi.
That's my
Get
friend
out
Nikki.
your trifocals.
Yeah, right. Are you a psychic?
Yeah. We already answered that question.
Did we?
Yes.
What did we say?
We said yes, we were.
Oh, cool. All right. I'll be a psychic.
Yes. I let Danny answer and then I confirmed it.
Nice.
So tell us about the herb class tonight because Danny said he wasn't in the herb class.
Oh, I wasn't in it either. I was doing computer
Oh,
work
you
while
weren't?
it was going on. No, but it was
Oh, well, never mind
it is
then.
a girl that does the class from Moonbees. So tonight was 13, what was it?
13 magical herbs.
Magical herbs or something like that. So it does spell work and things like that that they do the herbs with.
Ritual and all of that.
Yeah. I heard her back here ringing a bell and doing all sorts of stuff. So
And Christina's having internet issues.
I
So
see that. She's kind of paused.
Yeah, my internet is having issues. I even turned on my hotspot, but it's still in and out. So anyway, the hotspot shut itself off. There we go. Now I've got it back on again. So what's on your mind? I want to hear about the two of you telling about the show together, about your new show together, because I'm super excited about that.
Our new show together.
Yes, I know it. Have you forgotten?
No, because Todd keeps bugging us for a picture.
And you know, and getting a picture from us is very, very difficult. You know, we don't like that.
No, we don't do that well.
We don't even do selfies.
Nope. But I told him we would have it by the end of the
Well,
week,
I
so-
stole a picture off of your Facebook page.
Yes, you did.
That's a good picture.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I don't know. So the first show out, I guess, is what we're going to talk about. It's a 2-hour program. So we have a panel going on. So we're looking at doing like 5 or 6 people on a panel with us and just doing roundtable. From anything from.
I said soup to nuts. You know.
I like soup to nuts. I was
Yeah.
just going to say the same thing.
Mhm.
So, but wherever we go, whether it's dragons or fairies or mediumship or psychic or
Ascension.
wherever we go.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
gonna be like herding cats.
Yes, which we're used to doing.
Yes.
Yes, because once you get me going on Ascension, no one else will get a chance to speak.
Maybe we should send out the questions ahead of time so everybody knows where they're going to go.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So what else have we been talking about?
I talked
Yeah,
about
you think
the
we're actually
store.
going to follow that? I'm just wondering.
No, not really. Not at all, truthfully. So we talked about the store.
Talked the store and classes and the shows and
Okay.
this and that.
Okay. Yeah, we're coming to the east side of the state. Well, not all the way over. We'll be in Stevens Point in February.
Yes.
So we're getting closer to the other side of the state.
And in Minnesota.
Yeah, we got some shows coming up in Minnesota. Alexandria. Brainerd, Minnesota.
Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids. Yeah.
Hmm.
I said Alexandria.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All over the board.
And just to clarify for the audience, the shows they're talking about now are metaphysical fairs.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Yes.
Yep.
Yep. These are the fairs where we get lots of wonderful vendors and have a lot of
Because they have the
great-
radio show.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This internet
yeah,
thing is really annoying. I'm just going to say that.
The pause in your internet.
Yeah, I'm having some internet issues tonight.
Yeah.
Too many
Oh, we
gamers
have-
in my house.
We have a question. How did these gentlemen get started?
Oh Lord.
I think we could kind
Yeah.
of give that a go around, huh?
We could. Could we just say we let the universe handle it? And we just did what we were supposed to do.
That's a boring story. No,
Yeah, let's make it a little more interesting than that, Terry.
So when Terry and I met, Terry was nowhere near thinking about anything metaphysical. He was working hard and getting things done, and I had been to a couple of metaphysical fairs during college and along the way, and there was one that popped up. Do you remember which one that was?
The first one we went to?
Yeah.
It was out 29.
Oh, 29 Pines.
Mhm.
And I suggested, hey, we have a wellness psychic fair going on. Do you want to go? And then he was like, I don't know. And then decided, yes, he wanted to go. And we went there, and that's where he met Christina.
Yep. She was the first person I ever had a reading with.
And
Yes.
then I sat with her as well. And both were great.
Mhm.
And then after that, we both started out. I work in healthcare. That's my primary job. And Terry was a bus driver for millions of years. And
23.
millions of years.
Yeah.
And after the reading with Christina, and then we also went to one a little while later.
Stevens Point.
No.
What?
The Moose Club.
We went to Stevens Point in between there because we went to Stevens Point to see Christina, and that's where we met Diet.
That's where we met Diet. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
And then somewhere along the way, Terry got the bug about Reiki. And then he took...
That was the Moose Club.
That was the Moose Club.
Where we met Kathy Drinkman.
Right. So he took Reiki classes 1 through Master, and he did it, boom, 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 got it done. And then all of a sudden we had this shop open for him doing Reiki healings in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just evolved from there. And Terry doing Reiki in his shop, and then we found another place to go to rent out a space. And then we opened up a store with a friend of ours. And then we opened up our own store here in 2022. Yeah, that's right. It feels like we've been here forever. Just April of 22, and it's been just a whirlwind of all these opportunities and everything that we have.
So what do we do now?
I have no idea.
So we do healing.
Yes.
We do readings. We have the store.
Yes.
We sell crystals.
We sell crystals
and metaphysical items.
Right.
We promote wellness fairs.
Yes.
We hold nonprofit events here.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's more. All the classes that we do here that we have other people come in and do as well.
Right.
So.
And
Mary, they're located in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Mary asked where you're located. Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Yep, in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. And we're coming up with new ideas all the time of what to provide for classes and everything. And I actually just debuted our blog and journal, our online publication. It's called the Divination Society. I put that out tonight, and our information is on our Facebook page of how to get there. But it's a blog that's about all the things you can do with divination. And it has different sub-blogs in it for talking about tarot cards, astrology, numerology, and something called esoterics, which is just everything else that you can fit in there. And then I have a nice little editorial sub-blog where I kind of put in my own 2 cents worth as well. So our first edition published tonight, and it's available either through our webpage, soulandsynergyec.com, under the Divination Society, or via our Facebook page and the Divination Society page as well.
Which is all new to me. He's like telling me this as he's telling you.
Yes, definitely. That's because you were busy all day.
I have been busy all day.
Yeah. Yes, and I've been doing a lot of the work here.
You have been.
So I'll be publishing new content daily on the online blog and journal. So
I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys ever sleep?
From midnight till 5 a.m.
Well, I go to bed at 9.
Oh, he goes to bed at 9.
Yeah. Not tonight, obviously.
Not tonight.
No. But we keep ourselves busy, and we still find time for vacations and having fun and all of that. It really helps to have employees to run the store and run things while we're gone, and it's quite the blessing to have that.
Yeah, we are very blessed.
Yes.
But it all comes from allowing. So.
Yeah, and some of us are not good at allowing that, and it just happens anyway because the universe knows you're a stubborn idiot, Danny. So, yes. So,
you have me then.
Yeah, right.
Half of allowing.
So,
Terry is good at allowing. He's an allowing wizard.
Yes.
Just let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Put the energy out there and then roll with it.
Yeah. It's got to flow.
Oh, yeah. It got to flow.
It got to flow.
There's a story behind that if you want to hear that.
How about when we come back from commercial break?
All right.
And I will ask you about the story about flow.
Okay.
Okay.
Certified psychic medium Stephanie Lynn creates an authentic connection between the living and the spirit world. Stephanie knows she is here to help heal, educate, and provide validation that there is more after death, and allows herself to be a conduit and work as a team with spirit to pass on messages from their world to ours. Stephanie Lynn also works as a spiritual life coach to help you achieve, create, and manifest your best self and life. Looking for help communicating with an animal? Searching for a past life regression therapist? Or dealing with a paranormal experience? Stephanie Lynn is here to help. For a list of full services, visit her on Facebook under Stephanie Lynn Spirit Sensitive. That's Stephanie Lynn Spirit Sensitive.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. I'm Christina Bloom, your host of Be the Change Radio on WLTK-DB.com. Wow, I did that one breath. I'm here with Danny Loosemore and Terry Flick of Soul and Synergy. Okay, who's Soul and who's Synergy? I've been wondering this.
Ooh,
I don't know. Do you got soul?
I have soul.
Ooh.
So how's your synergy?
No, your synergy. I'll be
Am I?
soul. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. We that came up the other night. We were talking about how the name
There we go. So
of the business came back into play, or how we created that. It was like, I don't even know how we did it.
We did kind of a tag board on the computer about listing all the different names having to do with metaphysical stuff, and Soul and Synergy just kind of came together that way.
yeah, I remember getting a text message about that. What do you think of this name? What do you think of that name?
Right?
All right. So Nikki
Yeah.
says, I've been hearing so much lately on the power of allowing and letting go. And then you guys were going to tell us about flow.
Well, in this context, on our vacation, we were driving through, I believe it was New Mexico and Arizona, and I was the one driving, unfortunately. And I have a habit of kind of speeding up and hitting the brake and waiting for people to pass and letting other people pass me, and then I pass, and it was driving my bus driver nuts. So he taught me about letting it flow as far as looking far enough ahead of you to know when you need to move over, and keeping your eye on things and just not changing your speed. You're just weaving back and forth and into the flow. So the same thing can be said for, kind of sending out energy and letting it go, where you just kind of relax and let things happen. It's kind of like you put stuff together to make a casserole. You put it in the oven, and you're not standing there looking at the oven for the next 30 minutes. You're letting it cook. So it's the same idea, is that you put the idea out there and you don't obsess about it. You just let it cook, right, and kind of let it go.
I love that analogy. That's a great analogy. Thank you for sharing that.
Is that awesome. Nikki, the one that says I've been hearing so much lately?
Yeah, that's Nikki.
So
about allowing and letting go.
Yeah. So I'm a big component of just
proponent.
Proponent.
Okay. You're welcome.
I'm a big person about letting things just allow happen. So and not really good at vocabulary.
There you go. All right.
So, but yeah, it is a big deal, and it really needs to happen to allow for your life to grow, and for you to be able to open up and see the flowers more, and see how things happen. Because when you try to control everything, you just create negativity. You create down energy, and you get upset because it isn't working the way you want it to work. And so what does that do for you?
Yeah, it's Abraham Hicks calls it resistance.
Yeah,
where your thought patterns are in opposition of what you want to happen, or the monkey brain, because it's used to trying to survive, thinks of all the ways this could go wrong before it could go right. And in order to kind of allow, you have to turn that part of your brain off and just, like I said, stick it in the oven and walk away.
Yeah. One of my favorite things to do in the morning is when I wake up is to, have that conscious conversation with Source and say, wow, thanks for having a good night's sleep. And now this is how I want my day to go. And, a beautiful day at the store, a safe drive to work, all the things that I want to happen throughout the day. I just put it out there right away in the morning, and then I go about my day. I don't even look back at it again.
Right. But for people who are obsessive compulsive like me, I have a habit of going, oh, did I manifest that today? Oh, I got to do it again. Oh, and it just kind of doesn't work very well sometimes, but it still ends up the way it should be, because thankfully the universe knows my deficits.
Yeah.
So.
Hi, Robin. Robin just joined us. And Facebook user said 3 of my favorite people all in one place, but I don't know who that is because they didn't sign into the StreamYard thing, but thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
That could be any number of people that we all know. So
Right.
Okay. Nikki says, nice. I haven't always been good at just allowing. The last few years, I got kind of controlling, and you're so right. It got me nowhere. I'm working every day now just to let things happen. Oh, it's Diet. Hi, Diet.
It's Diet.
Thank you, because we didn't know who you were. Thank you, Diet.
Really well there.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
That's awesome. You're one of my favorite people, too, just for the record. All 3 of you. I just love hanging out with you guys. Like, I don't get to Eau Claire enough. I need to get there more often, I think. Robin says hi. So hi, Robin. And shoot, I was just going to say something. Oh, I'm more in the Danny camp. Like, I have a lot of trouble just allowing and letting go and letting things flow. Like, I think it's all the Virgo. I don't know, because I've got like 6 or 8 Virgos in my chart, depending on which astrologer you ask. But I think I have trouble with that allowing and letting go thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good discussion to have, because for Terry, it just seems like second nature. Some of us actually have to work at it.
I'm a Libra, so it has to balance.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
If I truly believe in my signs and do that kind of stuff, if things don't balance well, then I get thrown off as well as easily too. But these last 2 weeks have proven interesting with mom stuff going on, and his mom stuff going on, and running the business, doing all the stuff we've been doing, and trying to run down to Milwaukee and get product to get back to Eau Claire, finding all that time. So balance is really important for me, because it can throw me off really fast.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I'm glad when you come to Milwaukee, because I get to see you sometimes.
Right?
Yes. Always a fun time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and even if we only get to have supper together, you're usually doing something too. So it's trying to mesh schedules is crazy.
Yeah.
Now we have to get Dee up to Milwaukee.
I love being busy, but sometimes the flexibility isn't there as much as I'd like. Right.
Yeah, that's the hard part of this whole thing. It's hard to manifest when we get so busy.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be careful
it
for
can be
what
kind of a thing.
What we're asking for, because we get it, and now we're so busy because we got what we wanted, and now it's
now it gets busier.
And
yeah.
But,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you fill up our shows, and then
Diet says when you're
go ahead.
Diet said when y'all in Milwaukee again, she wants to come too.
Oh, sure. Pick her up on the way.
Yeah, we'll grab her in Janesville on the way.
A little out of your way, but okay, that's all right.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Baraboo, Janesville, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
as long as I'm not the one driving.
Now, have you talked about what you're doing January 29th?
Yes, she kind of did.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because I'm going to be with you guys at the is that the 28th or the 29th?
It's a Sunday. It's the
The
29th.
Best Western?
Yep. And then Saturday night,
29th.
the
Okay.
28th, we have the seance here at the store.
Yes, I'm doing the seance on the 28th, and then I will be at the Soul and Synergy Fair at the Best Western on Sunday, the 29th.
Yep.
And I
Doing
forgot
the
to
gallery.
mention the seance. So I got to put that in my notes so I say it next time. There we go. My notes are getting almost unreadable. It's all good. Yeah, so if you happen to be in Eau Claire and you
Yeah.
want to go to a seance, look up Soul and Synergy because that's where I'll be doing it.
Yeah, and then Diet will be in Eau Claire too that weekend. So
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, she has a stop in Lilydale in New York first.
yeah, just a quick stop in Lilydale.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember.
I'm leaving for New York on February 2nd, so we'll be like switching places.
Switching spots. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. So, do you want to bring Diet out for a few minutes?
Sure, if you can get her on.
All right, let's see. Mike, if you could post the StreamYard link just in the chat for Diet, that would be awesome. I was going to put it in private chat. Maybe I should. Yeah. I can't post for some reason. Can you put it in the, I'm sorry, in the comments? I asked you to put it in private chat. I was wrong. Could you put it in comments where she can get to it? Please. And then we can bring Diet on too. Because the four of us get going, boy, we might even run out of time, huh?
He's hesitating.
Let's see. For some reason, I don't know why, but I can't post to comments. So let's see. There we go.
That's it.
There we go. Now she can just grab that and come on in with us. Hi, Tammy. Thanks for joining us. So Tammy Jean is part of a group that I belong to called, why can I never think of the name of this group? Soulful Sharing Circle. And we do a podcast once a week. So it's a group of women who do a podcast once a week. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. We start out with a topic that we never stay on, no matter what the topic is.
We do this thing here once or
Doesn't
twice
really
a month
seem
called
to matter.
Finding Your Path. And it is basically just a safe space for people to come in and talk about what's going on in their life, what they're trying to find, where they want to go, things like that. And I'm not a big person. I don't really like getting into conspiracy theories in a group setting like that and all, that kind of stuff. So we've decided that we will now have a structured Finding Your Path, because last time it went south so fast I couldn't get a hold of it and bring it back.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
it's a fun.
That's kind of
it's a fun
crazy.
time.
Like,
It is. I don't think she's
it's
coming
fun
with
though when you get going and then you just start following the squirrels all over the place,
Right. Yeah. Squirrels are all right, but when it gets going down the rabbit hole of government stuff and this and that, and who's got proof of what and all this stuff, I'm like, no, that's not what we're here for. We're gonna stop that.
Yeah, that's not what it's about.
Yeah.
That's not what it's about. Fortunately, we have not gone down that road. So it's all been just, dealing with a lot of ascension symptoms. And yeah, we could talk about that too, ascension, because everybody's going through ascension right now. It's really interesting sitting back and, not only observing myself, but observing other people and what they're going through and the reactions that people are having to other people. And it's just been amazing to watch this whole thing.
So we had, what did we have?
Here we go.
Oh, I was teaching Reiki 2 yesterday, and I had this student that said, do you do numerology? And I said, no. I mean, I kind of pay attention to it, but we have Ellie for that. You know, if I have a question about numerology, I just send it off to Ellie, and she helps
Right.
me with all that stuff. And she said, well, you really should be looking deeper into the meaning of 2023 and what's going to be happening in 2023 to 2024. And I'm like, well, that's interesting. Okay, well, do you want to enlighten me? Because apparently she's got the answers already, and she's just squirreling to try and get it out. So she's telling us that as light workers, there are so many people that are being pulled now to start ascending, that things are going to get crazy for light workers to help people get to that point of ascension, or at least raising their vibration, healing, self-healings, and all that kind of stuff. And I thought to myself, well, that's really interesting. So I said to Source, I said, well, if that's the case, fill me up tomorrow. So I woke up with 0 clients this morning. By 10 o'clock, I had 4. So I think it's a proven fact. I think this is what's going to happen. And I think anybody who is even wanting to, anybody that has a clue or an inkling to be a light worker or to start doing the work needs to get moving. You know, it's time. There's no more waiting for the next, it's just the facts, man. There's no more waiting for the, you know what I mean? It's time to get to do it. So.
Absolutely. And I've done that so many times in the last couple of weeks, where I get up in the morning, I have nothing on my calendar. And by the end of the day, I've had 4, 5, 6 clients, and I've talked somebody down off of whatever they were on. And, you know, it's just been, it's really been like that. And for me, though, I've been seeing some people going, oh, the light workers are really going to be going through it this year. It's going to be so hard for light workers. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be hard for us. I think it's going to be hard if we fight against it.
Yeah. Because it's time for us as light workers to start helping the people that aren't get into the light working spot. And especially if you love what you're doing, it's easy. There's nothing, you know, I mean, I had 4 clients, one right after another today. And am I a little tired? Yeah. But it was 4 different that we worked on 4 beautiful healings, you know, so it's
it's for me, this is like the best time I've ever had in my business. Stephanie Lynn, hello Stephanie, welcome. We're all going to be together again on the 20th. What did you say, Terry?
I said, I don't think the Yet was ready for us. I think she was doing grandchildren stuff.
Oh, that's okay.
So now he's sending the link to Stephanie. Danny is.
Awesome. She might be in her pajamas, though. Sometimes she does.
I know.
With 2 little redheads on her lap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun on the 20th. I might have to get up early so I'm actually awake and can keep up with you guys, because I know Stephanie's up at the crack of dawn.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
You guys keep blinking in and out, but.
I'm reading it.
Let's see. Nikki says, I agree. I'm a beginner tarot reader, and I've had spotty clairaudience most of my life, and I'm experiencing more accurate readings, and I'm hearing more. Things do feel like they're ramping up. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Things are ramping up a lot, actually.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
People.
So do you guys, I'm just curious. This is... Yeah, we're having some internet issues, and I don't know if they're all on my side, but I know I'm having internet issues, which will make the next show more interesting. But yeah, they're doing a live video game on the next show, so let's hope that we have some bandwidth. But anyway, what I was saying was, I feel like that we are so needed right now, and this is what we've all been working up to. And I'm just really excited to be here at this time to be of service and to be able to help people as they're moving forward. And I'm just really excited about the whole 5D ascension thing. And, it's not always easy, but it's, growth never is. So it's all good.
Right. Yeah, if it was easy, it wouldn't be called life.
Right. But it doesn't have to be as hard as we
For
make
yourself. Manifest an easy life,
It
buddy.
Oh, he seems to be doing that pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You two are so cute. You're just so
Oh.
cute.
Oh, we try.
When we're in front of the radio station.
The camera,
The
the
camera,
microphone,
yeah,
whatever.
right,
Yeah.
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 Well,
We have
now
about 3 minutes left. What
We're getting
is
into the
your
giddy
burning
hour.
desire to share?
anything you want to share yet? We got 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yes.
I don't know. That you should always find your dragon.
Always find your dragon.
Yes, and
Ride the unicorns.
yeah, ride the unicorns. Make sure you have bells on your doorways,
Bells on your doors.
on
Black
your, on
salt
your
and-
doorknobs,
Black salt on you.
black salt on your windowsills.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything else?
Okay, tell me about the bells on the doorways.
Bells on the doorways. It said, dark entities or whatever you want to call them don't like the pitch of bells. So if you have some bells on your
Oh.
doorknobs as you open and close and they jingle, that's not supposed to allow them to come in the house with you.
Right. So we have them hanging on all of
Hello,
our
beautiful
doors.
soul.
Yeah. Besides that, it's kind of like
I'm having a
thing
hard time hearing you, Terry.
when you open the door. It's kind of a welcoming for you coming home too.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, and when I'm taking a nap and I hear the bells, I know to jump out of bed because he doesn't want me to nap all the time. So
Yeah. Right.
yeah,
Like that happens. That you jump out of bed.
You guys are
Right.
hilarious.
she's froze.
Yeah.
All right. 10 o'clock on Friday, January 20th. The Soul and Synergy Show debuts on WLTK-DB.com.
Yes.
And I will be there, and Stephanie will be there, and hopefully Diet will be there.
Diet will not.
And
She'll be on
whoever
her
else
way
you're
to
bringing in.
Lilydale.
So.
But Ellie will be there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
So
Awesome.
we'll get it wrapped up in
That'll
the
be
next
fun.
week.
Yeah.
Cool.
So exciting.
Cool. All right. I want to thank you guys for being on the show. I have to get to another show and figure out what's wrong with my internet in like 5 minutes time. So thank you all both very much. Thank you to everyone who joined in the chat room and everyone who listened who didn't join in the chat room, because I know that there are some of those too. And I am just really excited. We're moving and doing so much cool stuff. All right. Thank you, everyone. And I will be back next week. What is next week? You know what? I forgot. Oh, no. I'm going to have Fiona Pimentel from Cayman Islands Retreat Center, a Sea Orchard Retreat Center on Cayman Islands. So joining me next week with Fiona, and I'll see you then. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Danny.
Yep.
Thanks, Terry.
Bye.
Bye.
The truth is here and now on WLTK-DB Talk Radio at WLTK-DB.com.